Guys, today in the year 2025, I'm taking you to a country that's basically living in the 1950s. What an incredible post office! Eritrea, a country situated in the Horn of Africa, which was an Italian colony from 1890 until World War II. And because of that, its streets, old cafes, and pizzerias still give off those old Italian vibes. But today, while the modern world runs on AI, hyperconnectivity, and self driving cars, this country is still just as Italy left it in the 1950s. There are no ATMs in the country, no social media, WhatsApp, or online banking. In fact, mobile internet is completely banned here. Life in Eritrea feels incredibly slow. And if you've ever been curious about how people socialized back in the day without the internet or WhatsApp groups, then today, even in 2025, you'll get your answer by seeing the daily life of Eritrea in this video. In my previous videos, you saw how I was living in this country, completely disconnected from the rest of the world. But today, we're going to explore all the vintage spots in Eritrea's capital city, Asmara, see its Italian-style landmarks, and learn how to socialize in the real world. Benvenuto to the Italy of Africa. Welcome everyone to a brand new day from the central region of Eritrea and its capital and largest city, Asmara. On this beautiful morning, we're heading out to explore the highlights of Eritrea and its popular architecture, and we'll be doing a city tour of Asmara. In this city and in the whole country, even during peak hours, it feels like life is moving in slow motion. Life has just slowed way down, and just imagine what life must be like here in the morning. It's even slower. It doesn't even feel like I'm in a capital city. You'll see old cars like these parked on the streets all around. I did come here last night. This place is called Admas, and it's probably the most popular nightclub here. I got here around 10:30 p.m., but after staying for 15 to 20 minutes, I went back to my hotel and slept. It didn't seem like there was much going on. But yeah, there were locals, and I think I saw the only other two tourists in the entire country besides me. There are a lot of cyclists here. People in Eritrea really enjoy cycling, and you'll either see them on old cars or on bicycles. And right over there is our first stop for today. There's no shortage of old cars on the road. Every car makes it feel like you've stepped back into the 1980s. It really feels like that with every car you see. Wherever you look, you'll find even more vintage cars. The kind of cars you'd probably have seen maybe 30 years ago. This used to be a gas station or a petrol pump back in the day. Let's cross the road and head towards the Fiat Tagliero building, which is designed like an airplane, and take a closer look. Shell Motor Oil. As you know, this used to be a gas station, and look, it's designed just like an airplane with wings. That's the cockpit and the other wing on the side. Built in 1938, this structure was designed by an Italian architect, Giuseppe Pettasi. This structure is almost 90 years old, and Pettasi claimed that its wings would never collapse. There used to be pillars here for support, but when Pettasi asked for them to be removed, the workers refused. And when Pettasi insisted on removing the pillars to prove his claim, the workers still refused. It's believed that Pettasi pulled out a gun and forced them to remove those pillars. But today, almost 90 years later, you can see these wings are unsupported, without any pillars, and they're still intact. Today, this place is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And throughout Asmara, you'll find similar Art Deco style and Italian architecture. So, what you're seeing here is the plane's cockpit, and as I mentioned, these are the two unsupported wings sitting right above where the gas station used to be. The cockpit is designed to look as if a pilot is sitting inside, ready to take off. The Fiat Tagliero, it's an iconic gas station. The latch is open. Let's go inside and have a look. The main gates ahead were closed, so I'm trying to find another way in, and this path is open from here. Alright guys, we're now inside the building. What's this? It's closed from this side. What's in here? Oops, this is closed too. There's a staircase over there that should lead up to the cockpit, but I can't seem to find a way to it. Oh wow, this gate was open. Let's sneak our way into the Fiat Tagliero. No, this path is blocked too. This is the only way to get in, and it's locked. I saw a lady over there. Let me go and ask her. Thank you. I was just walking towards a lady when another girl came towards me with a key. She unlocked the gate for me and said, "Go on, go explore upstairs." Unbelievable, man. Oh wow. People must have used these same stairs to go up to the cockpit of this fuel station built 90 years ago to take flight. Well, maybe not take flight, I guess this must have been their office. So if you look around, we're standing right in the middle, in a spot that's shaped almost exactly like a plane's cockpit. It really does feel like you're inside one. That's exactly how the Italian architect Pitassi designed it. And from up here, you get such a clear, wide view of the whole city. And that's not all, there's more up here. Look, another set of stairs. Let's climb these too. Oh wow. These are the plane's unsupported wings, which haven't collapsed to this day, proving that architect's claim was absolutely right. Imagine if they fell right now. That would just be my luck. You know, this city is already becoming one of my favorite capitals. It just has such a unique energy. Such sweet people, man. Such fantastic architecture, and the views are absolutely amazing. Everywhere you look feels like stepping back in time. Here's the view from the other side. We could see more of the city from that side because it was the main road. On this side, we're seeing more buildings because it's where the homes and markets are. You must be wondering why Eritrea is so heavily influenced by Italy. The reason is that Eritrea was an Italian colony until 1941. After Italy was defeated in World War II, the British took control. After about a decade of British rule, the British handed Eritrea over to Ethiopia in 1952. Initially, Eritrea had some autonomy, but in the 1960s, Ethiopia annexed it completely. This led to a decades-long war. Finally, in the 1990s, Eritrea gained its independence. In 1993, Isaias Afwerki became the president of the country. And since that day, there have been no elections in the country. It has been a one-party rule. Although the Italians left in 1941, even today in 2025, you can still see so much Italian influence here. All the coffee shops, cafes, food, cuisine, their music, architecture, everything is influenced by Italy. In fact, in big cities like Asmara, you'll still find many older people who speak or understand Italian. Let's head down from here. Upon returning the key to the family, they said grazie to me, which is the Italian way of saying thank you. There's a taxi driver here who knows Hindi and he spots me every day. Just now he shouted, "Hey brother, where are you going?" He was just passing by in his taxi and I seem to run into him every single day. Who says old cars didn't have sunroofs? These are some of the notice boards here where they probably put up notices or maybe movie posters for the cinema. Right now, it's locked and there's nothing inside. You'll see old bicycles parked everywhere, and these vans, well, you've already seen the cars, there are countless of them. And if you're lucky, you might even spot tractors like this one and buses like these. There were some girls behind me getting a bit playful, shouting, "Honey, baby!" Now, let's head inside this camp. Nearby, there's supposed to be a tank graveyard, where all the tanks are still lying around, the ones left behind by the Ethiopians during their war. That's what I'm looking for. Although this is a camp that symbolizes their resilience against Ethiopia in the war, it seems people are actually living here. I have no idea where I've wandered into. And filming and recording in this country is already quite difficult and challenging. The people have been through so much that they get scared when they see an outsider with a camera thinking, "We've went through enough, we can't take any more." It's not that the people here aren't friendly. They're very friendly, really great people. It's just that they're a bit cautious because of the decades-long war for independence against Ethiopia. Just as I started filming in the camp, there was a shout from behind and some women came and stopped me. One woman asked, "Do you have permission? How did you get here? This is a camp area." I told her I didn't have any permission. I'm not sure, but maybe she was a little intimidated by my physique. She asked, "Why are you here? Who are you? What are you doing?" Maybe she thought I was some kind of spy. I said, "I'm a tourist." "I don't know what permission you're talking about." "I'm sorry, I wasn't aware of that." She told me, "This is a camp, you can't come in here." Then she asked, "Why did you come here?" To which I replied, "I came looking for the tanks." She asked, "What tanks?" To which I replied, "The Ethiopian tanks that were left here after the war. I came to see those." She said, "Come with me." Now, I had no idea where she was taking me. I walked with her for about 6 to 7 minutes, and finally she brought me here and said, "Go." And she pointed ahead, "Go that way." She pointed right here to these tanks you're seeing. Look, I think that's a dead cow. There are several dead animals lying around. And this graveyard you see in front of me, this is the tank graveyard I was talking about, from the long war that was fought between the Eritreans and Ethiopians. So finally, when Ethiopia gave up and left and Eritrea gained its independence, the Ethiopian trucks and tanks were left right here, as you can see. What a massive graveyard. It doesn't just end here, look. The tanks stretch on for so far. I mean, all these tanks are just dumped here in one place. And the locals repurpose and reuse these tanks, making metal tools out of them. And in the camp I was just exploring, you saw how people had taken metal from here and used it in their homes. Look, there are some trucks parked here, and over there, some tanks. I wonder how many people lost their lives in these tanks, or because of them. I don't think I've ever seen so many tanks in one place in my entire life, and all just dumped. I mean, it's a graveyard for tanks. Even plants have started growing in the tanks. Look, there's a cactus growing inside this truck. And look at this tank, it's become so beautiful. I think it's a truck and plants and flowers have grown all over it. Over here, I think there are some American Willys Jeeps lying in the graveyard. I mean, there are all kinds of vehicles. Not just tanks, but trucks, jeeps, vans too. And maybe even some cars over there that I can see. And it's so massive that I don't think it's possible to see the entire graveyard on foot in one go. More trucks, and more trucks. They gained independence from Ethiopia in 1991. It's 2025 now. That means these trucks and tanks have been dumped here for 34 years. Look, I was talking about the vans and cars. You can see more cars here and a van as well. Whatever vehicles or equipment the Ethiopian military couldn't take back with them after the war is all right here. And Ethiopia isn't even that far from here. I just didn't want to leave without seeing the whole graveyard. So I pushed myself and finally made it to one end of it. Guys, Eritrea is my 116th country, and it is definitely one of the most unique places in the world that I've ever been to. And at the same time, it's also one of the least visited countries in the world. There are no ATMs in the entire country. Tourists rarely come here. And look, in such a unique place, I haven't seen a single tourist besides myself. Forget tourists, I don't even see any locals. A few kids were walking by after playing football though. But man, I mean, what an iconic and unique thing to see in this country, in this city. And we've barely explored anything yet. It's not just animals, there's human poop lying around here too. And some people are currently relieving themselves nearby it. The locals here have taken the concept of a dumping yard very seriously. We've come a bit far from the city center, so now we'll look for a taxi or some ride. As I mentioned earlier, cycling is very popular here, so you'll see a lot of cyclists in Eritrea. There are no cars coming. I'm looking for a car so I can ask for a lift. We need to go in this direction. Trying to hitchhike. Hope someone stops. Didn't stop. They were with family.
Oh,
He stopped.
hello. Can you drop me a little further? Thank you. Thank you so much.
That couple gave me a lift in their car. They dropped me off about 1.5 kilometers down the road, a little closer to the city. The video you're seeing on my left is of an Italian cemetery that was visible from the road. It's where the Italian settlers were probably buried. Nearby, there was also a beautiful church where people had gathered. Even though it's a Saturday, a lot of cars were parked there. And overlooking the cemetery and the church, we finally reached a bit closer to the city center. And now, we'll go and explore some of their cafes, restaurants, their main avenue, and some more architectural buildings. In terms of restaurants, you won't find many options here other than pizzerias and pasta shops. You'll also find many electronic shops like this one where they sell movie CDs that you can watch on a DVD player. And in Eritrea, food basically means pizza, pasta, spaghetti, and gelato. And when it comes to drinks, it means coffee, especially macchiato. And to experience all of that, we've arrived at Cinema Roma. Yes, you might be wondering why we've come to a cinema to eat. Well, Cinema Roma was actually built around 1937, and inside this cinema, there is an Italian style cafe. And this cafe is known for its Italian pastries and Italian coffees. Looking at the cinema, it feels exactly like we're about to watch a movie in a theater from 40 years ago. But originally, this cinema used to show movies. These days, it mostly screens football matches and has become a famous hangout spot for locals. It's a place where friends gather or even strangers come to meet new people and hang out. Let's go inside and try some of their coffee. The amazing thing is that there's a TV in the cafe and it's not an old one because otherwise you see old TVs everywhere in this country. It's a pretty iconic cafe. In this cinema or cafe, there are posters of various actors and movies hanging all over the place. And the best part for me was seeing that instead of being glued to their phones, everyone is enjoying the moment with each other. They're talking to their friends, sitting and drinking coffee, chatting with the people they came with, and just living in the present moment. Because with no internet, no one can really use their phone. Whereas what do? We usually go to cafes, post stories, take photos, and get lost in our phones. At what is probably the city's most iconic cafe, a macchiato costs 11 Eritrean nakfa. $1 is about 15 nakfa. So that's about 70 cents for a coffee at their most iconic restaurant. This is what my macchiato looks like. And you can see that in the cafe, not a single person is on their phone. Everyone is busy talking to each other. No one is bothering to post stories because you just can't. They are actually living in the moment. Their coffee is amazing, man. No place in Eritrea has disappointed me so far. Fantastic. Although it's only 12 pm, all their pastries and desserts are already sold out, so there was nothing for me to eat. The only option was pizza, but I didn't feel like eating pizza right now. You come to a cafe, everyone is talking to each other, and it's a very relaxed atmosphere. If you want to make friends, you just buy them a coffee and start a conversation. So it's very easy to make friends and socialize here. People don't wait to go to events. There are no WhatsApp groups to plan meetups at a specific time. They just go to any random cafe, strike up a conversation with whoever is there, and within a few days, you're friends with everyone. So generally, whenever I'm sitting at a cafe, every person passing by on the street knows someone. Someone from the cafe will shout, "Hey, how are you?" And they'll reply, "I'm good, how are you?" They chat like that for a couple of minutes, then the person moves on, and the people in the cafe continue with their coffee. Let's find a taxi now.
You know post office? Post office. Yeah, how much? 50, okay. Okay. Oh, 50. 40 is good. Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Here we are at their central post office. I'll buy some stamps from here and maybe some postcards if they have any. I think this is closed. They have postcards, stamps, everything inside. And look at this, the main post office. What an incredible post office, man. So beautiful, it's completely Italian style, isn't it? Wow. But seeing this TV, you'll know you're in Eritrea. You'll see old TVs like this in Eritrea everywhere. But guys, what an incredible post office. Though there's no one sitting here. Maybe it's a holiday today, it's a Saturday after all. What a fantastic post office. So iconic, so beautiful. I never thought a post office could look this good. These are all the postal boxes. There are some shops outside, maybe I'll find something in those shops, but they seem to be closed too. From outside the post office, you can also see the Asmara Cathedral. We'll head there in a bit. All the shops are closed, man. And since it's a Saturday, the post office will open directly on Monday. It's truly the African version of Italy. Should I check in at this music shop? They sell music cassettes and CDs here. This is also closed. In Eritrea, you'll see posters like this everywhere. Places like these, as I mentioned, will load songs or movies onto cassettes and CDs for you, which you can then watch on a DVD player or on your phone or laptop if you have one that can play them. The whole market seems to be closed. This one is open today. I went into this shop and they were very helpful. They said it's afternoon now, so many shops closed during the day and will start reopening at 4 p.m. That's why you're not finding anything. You can go somewhere else and chill for a while. After 4 p.m., you can try the shops near the mosque. Walking amidst these Italian-style buildings and this Art Deco architecture, I'm heading towards Asmara's most popular and main street, where the city truly comes alive, Harnet Avenue. It's daytime, so obviously as you can see the shops are closed. But on Harnet Avenue, I'm sure that won't be the case there, because it's the main street of the entire city. And it's quite close from here too. Nope, even Harnet Avenue is empty in the afternoon. Ahead are some stairs, a bus stop, and their Ministry of Education, where the clock is usually always wrong. Although it does show the correct time twice a day, the rest of the time is wrong here. This used to be the office of one of their political parties. Now, it's the Ministry of Education. A notice board and another notice board ahead. And folks, this is Harnet Avenue, which is Asmara's main road, the main street. I can't believe this street is so empty right now because every time I've come here, it's always been so crowded. As I mentioned, Harnet Avenue is their main street, their main avenue, and here you'll find their iconic Art Deco buildings, Eritrean restaurants, coffee shops and cafes. But this place wasn't always called Harnet Avenue. Harnet is actually a word from the Tigrinya language, which is spoken here. This script you are seeing might look familiar. You might think it's Amharic, the language spoken in Ethiopia. But no, this is the Tigrinya language, which is spoken in Eritrea and also in the northern region of Ethiopia, Tigray. There are 9 recognized ethnic groups in Eritrea, the largest of which is the Tigrinya people. And after the Tigrinya, there's the Tigray ethnic group. Now, don't confuse this Tigray with the Ethiopian region of Tigray. That's different. In the Tigray region, they also speak Tigrinya. But Tigray is also an ethnic group within Eritrea. Of the 9 major ethnic groups, as I mentioned, there are the Tigrinya, the Tigray, the Afar, the Beja, and many other minorities. But about 55% of the population here is Tigrinya, and about 30% is Tigray. So, the language you'll hear most people speaking is Tigrinya. Although it's not the official language, the country's working languages are English, Arabic, and Tigrinya. So yes, Valle Mussolini, which was the name of this street under Italian rule, was changed after independence, when Eritrea became free in 1991 to Harnet Avenue, meaning independence or freedom avenue. And although you've seen so much Italian influence all around, from the buildings and cafes to the street layouts, Italian itself is not one of the working languages here. But still, as I mentioned, some people here do know Italian. But apart from that, the entire culture is completely influenced by Italy. And in the evening, we're going to see this entire street, this whole avenue, filled with people when they come out for their passeggiata, that is their evening stroll. And not just that, Harnet Avenue is also known for being home to Eritrea's, or rather Asmara's, best bars, restaurants and most popular landmark. Among them, this one, the Cathedral of Our Lady of the Rosary, stands out, and it is perhaps the most iconic and widely recognized landmark here that naturally draws attention from anyone visiting the city. The country's population is roughly half Muslim and half Christian. Perhaps slightly more than 50% are Christians and slightly less than 50% are Muslims. No one has the exact data on the country's population or religions because no official survey has been conducted. Built in 1923, which is more than 100 years ago, this Roman Catholic cathedral is also one of the tallest buildings in Asmara. Yes, although you might be thinking it's not that tall, but you won't find any skyscrapers in Asmara. This isn't Dubai, Singapore or Hong Kong. This is Eritrea. Anyway, this is neo-Romanesque architecture. And up there you can see a bell tower from where you can get a view of the city. Now, I don't know if we're allowed to go up there, I just went and spoke to their Cathedral office. They told me that for the international community, there's a program in English on Sunday at 11 am. So you can come tomorrow morning at 11. Right now, during the day, the church is closed. The entrance over there seems to be locked for now. As for the cathedral, if you look at the windows, they're stained glass, and the cathedral has a maze-like design. It's magnificent. And for the Italian settlers, this was a major religious center.
Thank you.
It's like I've stepped from Asmara, which already has an old vibe, into an even older version of Asmara. It's giving off some seriously old vibes. This is the Medeber market. I had already bought a fridge magnet of this place, but I'm only visiting it now. Outside, people are transporting goods on mules, and it's completely peaceful.
So this grinds wheat, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you are repairing it.
Man, these shops are for all sorts of things, motor repairs, spices. This guy was repairing the motor for a wheat grinding mill. The smell of spices is so strong, I can barely stand here. So many spices. We're out of the market now. There were all kinds of spices, chilies, iron goods, and various kinds of metal work. Someone was welding, someone was hammering and breaking iron, and someone was repairing motors. All this work was going on. But there were so many spices. It was getting hard to breathe there, so I got out. There wasn't much else to see there anyway. The exact population of Eritrea is unknown, but it's estimated to be between 3.5 and 3.6 million people. So we can assume the population is around 4 million. And yet, you'll notice the country isn't dirty at all. Most of the roads and avenues look clean. And in this country, every morning at 6:30, people have to take their trash to the truck themselves. It's not like a truck comes and picks it up from outside. Every day, people wake up early, a truck arrives on their street, and they go and throw their trash into the truck themselves. Man, I was just walking down the street. A guy was sitting here drinking. I said cheers to him. He said, wait. I'll get you a bunna, which is Ethiopian coffee. Now he's gone to get me a bunna and wouldn't let me pay for it.
Thank you. Wow. Bunna. This is bunna. My bunna.
Yeah, good.
Coffee, okay.
This is my glass.
Oh, I don't drink beer.
It's not beer.
No beer.
No, it's not beer. It's water.
It's water. Okay. Water. Wow, thank you. You are so nice. So, cheers, brother. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, don't keep
Cheers.
me. Yeah, don't keep me. Yeah, good.
Good water.
Good water.
Good water.
Yeah, good water.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bunna. Ayıp cheers. Cheers.
This bunna is very sour.
Very good, bunna. Very good.
It's very sour, man. This bunna is extremely bitter. Honestly, I can't drink it at all.
I love your smile. Your smile is amazing. Best smile.
I asked him for his number.
0707 18 25. Okay. Now I will watch it and repeat and save.
He read his number from his diary.
Thank you so much, brother. I will see you again. And I will call you from India. Take care. Goodbye, brother.
It's almost 3 p.m. and the sun is really harsh, although it gets pleasantly cool in the evening. I think all the taxi drivers are trying to rip me off, so I'm just walking. I feel like I'm lost in the streets of Italy from 50 years ago. Another internet cafe where you can go, buy a coupon, and sit on a sofa with everyone else, scrolling the internet at a very, very slow speed. You'll find gelato stores, pizzerias, coffee shops every few meters. Scelbu Pizzeria. There is a Napoli pizzeria over there. Naples in Italy is where pizza was invented. Let's go see whether Italian pizza is better or Eritrean pizza, which obviously came from Italy. This is their menu. Let's wash our hands before eating. What a stylish tap. And the soap as well. I've ordered a vegetarian pizza and some sparkling water. They didn't let me take a photo of the menu, but I ordered a large size which was 120 nakfa. And I think the chef who was supposed to make it was in the bathroom himself. Here's my pizza. Man, this thing is huge. You know, in Italy, if you ask for ketchup, people get offended. But fortunately, that didn't happen here. I ordered a vegetarian pizza, but most of the vegetables they've put on it are the ones I don't even eat. It's so big, man. What all have they put on it? Carrots and some kind of green leaves. And I think they've even put French fries on the pizza, which is a first for me. And lots of cheese. Ever since I was a kid, I've considered pizza to be the most overrated food in the world, and to this day, I still haven't been able to prove myself wrong.
You want pizza?
Yes.
All of you. All of you.
I mean, pizza is okay, but I've never really been that crazy about it. At the end of the day, it's such a simple thing. It's just some sauce, cheese, and a few toppings on bread. Don't get me wrong, I understand why people love it and enjoy it so much, and I'm not saying it isn't tasty, it's just that for me, it feels a little overhyped. Honestly, their pizza was terrible. I couldn't even finish it, so I got it packed. It was for 125 nakfa, about $8.30, and when I asked them to pack it, who packs a pizza like that? It's like they've wrapped up opium in an envelope. That's how they packed it. I had no choice but to give it to the kids on the street. That's why I had it packed, because I couldn't eat it myself. And it's not just the pizza here. I've been to Italy several times. I've had pizza in Italy too, but I didn't like it there either. Maybe a lot of people will get annoyed by this and will say, how can you say that about Italian pizza? It's my personal preference. I'm not saying pizza is bad. I'm just saying I don't find it tasty, especially not as much as it's hyped up to be all over the world. But then again, based on one bad experience here, we can't say all the pizzas in this country are bad. There are pizzerias everywhere. It's so famous here. So I'll give it another chance. We'll try it again. Maybe the experience will be better next time. As you guys know, I've been without internet for the past few days, so I haven't been able to check WhatsApp, YouTube or anything. You probably know that mobile data is banned in this country, which means you can get a SIM card here, but you can't use mobile data on it. And even in these Wi-Fi cafes, the internet speed is next to nothing. Although I tried, but if you have an iPhone, the process becomes even more complicated. VPNs are banned, all blocked. WhatsApp is blocked, you can't use YouTube. Basically, you can't use anything. Although I did try a lot. I went to local shops trying to find some workaround. Someone told me that if I go to a certain shop and get help from a certain person, he could install some software or a VPN on my phone that would let me use the internet or WhatsApp. But even after getting 18 VPNs installed on my phone, it was no use. And I intentionally chose not to download anything on my phone. People here usually get movies or games downloaded. I didn't get anything. I thought I would completely disconnect, not use the internet at all. So that in my free time, I could go to the gym, meet locals without a camera, go for a run, and truly disconnect from the rest of the world. And so far, that decision has turned out to be a good one. I'm feeling much better. I feel lighter, more present, and overall much better. When I wake up, I usually start my day without needing to check my phone. It's nice to start the day without it. Although every few meters, especially around the center of Asmara, you'll definitely come across cinemas, whether they're operational or abandoned. On my right is the Teatro Asmara, which is an opera house here. Let's go in. So this is the Teatro Asmara or the Asmara Opera House. This building was constructed around 1920 during the Italian colonial era, and today it is also a World Heritage Site. Interestingly, this might be the only place in Asmara where I've seen a Wi-Fi sign, but who knows if it actually works or not. Come on, let's go in and explore this opera house. Although this was once a theater or an opera house, today it seems to be a modern cafe. And I think it's one of the most elegant buildings you'll see in Asmara. Teatro Asmara. Coffee, breakfast, juices, Wi-Fi. I've been sitting here for almost 5 minutes now and still no one has come to take my order or give me a menu. That's how slow life is here. Here are some of the prices for tea and coffee. They're really cheap here. The coffee is about 70-80 cents. Tea is just 5 nakfa, that's about 30 cents. This Teatro Asmara, also known as the Asmara Opera House, was originally built for Italian operas, theatre performances, and concerts. Even though it functions as a cafe today, film screenings, music events, and occasional performances are still held here from time to time.
That's it. Just one macchiato.
Here's my macchiato. And it's only 8 nafka. Wait, nakfa, I keep getting confused. Anyway, that's less than 60 cents. In Eritrea, the coffee has not disappointed me even once. It's been remarkable every time. As evening is setting in, take a look at the crowd. Harnet Avenue is beginning to get busy. Behind me, you can see people looking at posters to see which new film is playing in the theatre. After wandering around, we're back in front of the Asmara Cathedral. And the opera house, the Teatro Asmara, was closed for now. They told me that if I come tomorrow morning, I can see the theatre from the inside. It still has the original Italian style red velvet chairs inside, and it feels exactly like stepping into a theatre in Italy from 50 years ago. After one last look at the cathedral, we will be heading to our next destination. I went inside the cathedral, and the Italian architecture inside was magnificent as well. It was very beautiful. And this here is Cinema Impero. Built in 1937, this cinema is one of the best preserved Art Deco cinemas in the world. And the wooden seats from the 1930s are still preserved here. And you can sit on those same vintage chairs and enjoy a movie here. So from the inside, Cinema Impero looks something like this. Some movie posters, the Eritrean flag. Right now there's no movie screening inside. And the film reel runs on this machine which they have kept as a display outside. There is also a cafe inside, like many theatres, cinemas and opera houses in Eritrea that have been converted into cafes. And this is Asmara's City Town Hall. Built around the 1920s, this town hall is also a great example of fascist-era architecture by the Italians. In fact, even today, the administrative headquarters of Asmara city is right here, the City Town Hall. And by looking at these windows, you can tell that it's a typical Italian architecture. And the clock up there, that clock tower is also an important landmark here. But as always, the time on this clock is also wrong. It's 6 p.m. currently, but it's showing 3:25. Right here is their High Court, obviously closed at this time of day. Right next to the High Court is the Commercial Bank of Eritrea. Basically, if you come to Harnet Avenue, you don't really need to visit any other street. All the iconic landmarks, architecture, bars, restaurants, hotels, it's all here. You can easily see everything and get a feel of Eritrea in a single day if you explore properly. And behind the Commercial Bank of Eritrea is their multi-sport bowling center, where I went yesterday. It's where you bowl manually, and when you strike the pins with the ball, they are reset by hand by a person. You must have seen it in yesterday's video. This is the gym where I work out. And besides this, I couldn't find any other gym in the city. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone at the gym because I'm leaving tomorrow. I used to come here every day. I said goodbye to the gym staff and told them I wouldn't be able to make it tonight because I have a flight, but I'll definitely be back the next time I'm here. They were also very happy and wished me well. It felt really nice. And now, we've arrived in front of another iconic, beautiful landmark. The sunlight is hitting it perfectly because it's sunset, and it looks even more beautiful at this time of day, the Enda Mariam Cathedral. So this is the Enda Mariam Orthodox Cathedral, and it is one of the most important religious sites in Asmara. Built in the 1930s, this Orthodox Cathedral is a blend of Italian and Eritrean architecture. You can see it's not entirely typical Italian, nor can you say it's purely Eritrean. What a stunningly beautiful cathedral. It's surrounded by gardens and the atmosphere is very peaceful. A lot of people have gathered here, and when I say a lot, I mean really huge crowds. Most of them are Orthodox Christians. Just look at the place, it's completely packed. And just 150 meters from this church is their popular mosque. This is the Khulafa al-Rashidin Mosque. Next to it, there's a huge local market. People are selling all kinds of things here, clothes, electronics, even old TV remotes. They're also selling old, huge TVs, the big computer monitors that used to exist, repaired DVD players, radio players, old second-hand washing machines, big speakers. I mean, it felt like I had stepped into an electronics market from 20 years ago. Such outdated stuff was being sold and repaired. Check out this blue van. Looks like it's straight out of another age. Now, I've arrived at my favorite cafe, Asmara Sweet Cafe, which you can see in the front. You could call it the most popular bakery here. It's a bit less crowded today, otherwise it's usually packed. This place is quite famous for its Italian and Eritrean coffee and for its sweets as well. Here's my sweet treat. I don't know what it is, I told them to give me whatever they recommend. I've had this one before and I liked it. This one they gave me based on their choice. The macchiato is on its way. The fun part is everyone's eating and talking, nobody cares about their phone. Drank the macchiato, ate the pizza, did everything. But to become a complete Eritrean, there is one thing I haven't done, and that is gelato. Yes, I haven't had gelato today. But the great thing about Eritrea is that you don't have to look for these things. You just glance around and you'll spot them. Look, I was just talking about it and right in front of me is a gelato store. It's gotten dark, otherwise it would have been such a beautiful sight. Everything is just a few meters away here. For 20 nakfa, you can get a 2-scoop gelato cone like this anywhere in Eritrea. That's about $1.30. Today, for you guys, I've eaten so much junk food I probably never have before. But it's okay, we've already walked 17 to 18,000 steps since morning. I wouldn't say it's better than Italian gelato, but it's not too bad either. Today is Saturday, a holiday. That's why the cafes, coffee shops and even the streets like Harnet Avenue are a bit empty, not as crowded. It's time for a strong ginger tea. This is the place where I usually have my tea. Right in front of it is that opera house we went to earlier. Before we wrap up the Eritrea videos, it's time to give their pizza one last chance. We've now arrived at Gibabo, which is one of their most famous restaurants. Although I've been here before, I haven't tried their pizza. So let's give it a try today as well. Alright, I have high expectations for this restaurant. Even their water bottles and soda bottles look fancy. Everyone is eating and busy talking. No one is on their phone. It's the same atmosphere as always. Although I ordered a small margarita pizza, they brought me a medium-sized. All the options were beef or fish. There was no option for chicken, so I went for vegetarian pizza. And this time, to keep it simple and not complicate things, I ordered a margarita, the most basic pizza. But no matter what day it is, this restaurant is always full. Whether it's weekday or weekend, it's so crowded, man. It's always packed. There's no place to sit. People are coming and waiting for a table. It's much better than the last one. Still not great, but it's decent. While I was eating, the power went out. The entire restaurant went dark. I have already asked them 2 or 3 times for oregano and chili flake, but it's so crowded they're not even listening. It tastes very bland to me. The bill came to 123 nakfa, which is about $8.20. 2 things are for sure. One, I will definitely return to this country. I really enjoyed my stay here. The second thing is, I will never eat pizza in this country again. Although this time I finished the whole pizza and it was better than the one from the last place. But I've had better pizzas in my life. Anyway, I don't think there's any highlight, any popular landmark or any restaurant or cafe in Asmara that I haven't visited. And my experience in this country, in this city, have been amazing. And I'll definitely come back because the joy of living completely disconnected from the modern world is something rare. I don't think you get a chance to experience life like this in any other country today. So I will definitely be back. The people are amazing, very friendly, everything is great. If you also want to disconnect from the world, live in peace and isolation, and meet friendly people, drink what is probably one of the best coffees in the world, and eat pizzas that smell like soap, then I would highly recommend that you also come to Eritrea. It's a bit complicated to get here, but I will definitely come back again. And with that, we bring our journey and our videos in Eritrea to an end. I truly hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this journey. Recording here isn't easy at all. It's been quite challenging to capture everything and to bring all this information to you as accurately as possible. So I really hope you'll appreciate the effort that went into it. Many of you still watch my videos without subscribing to the channel. I think about 60% of you haven't subscribed but still watch the videos. So I'd request you to please subscribe to the channel as well. I'll see you soon on a new adventure from a new country, from a new continent. So for now, we say goodbye to the Africa series and to the country of Eritrea. I don't know which country the next video will be from, but I'm sure as always the upcoming videos are going to be great. Goodbye.